Welcome to Love Live or Die Hard, the show where we will accurately predict the end of the world, but we won't know when or how we do it. I am Tyler, the new fan of Love Live, and...
I'm Hannah, the old fan of Love Live.
How far back does it go?
Make. What do you mean, how far back does it go?
How far back does your shame go?
Okay, so let me tell you about how far back my shame goes. I discovered Love Live in my last year of high school.
Ooh.
Yeah, grade 11.
Did you discover it, or did it discover you?
The story of how I ended up playing it is kind of funny. I ended up playing it before watching it because I was really, really into piano tiles for whatever reason.
Is that a game or is
so?
Just
yeah,
the tiles
it's
on
a
a piano?
game. Yeah, that too. It's a game where you have 4 rows and there are white keys and black keys, and you have to hit the black keys, and it keeps getting faster and faster and faster and gives you anxiety. I loved that game.
Sounds fun.
I know, right? It's like a rhythm game for someone who really hates themselves. Actually, that's most rhythm games, but whatever. So it's good stuff. My friend got me into it, my friend Ari, because she'd heard about it from someone else. It was like, you like piano tiles and also anime girls? You'll probably like this rhythm game. It's just basically piano tiles with anime girls.
You're degenerate garbage. I have something perfect for you.
Exactly. And then I got really addicted to it really fast. My original best girl was actually Maki, and I don't think I've ever regretted something more in my life.
I
you don't know who that
relate.
is.
Hashtag can't relate. I don't.
Because you haven't watched
I don't know
the first
anything
Love Live.
about the other Love Live girls. I know zero.
You know Nico. Vaguely.
Okay,
you know
she has
her.
orange hair, I think.
That's
and
not Nico.
So no, I don't. One of them has a side ponytail. That's all I know.
Oh, that's the main girl. Yeah, that's the one that Mello likes.
Sure.
No, Nico's the one that goes like, Nico, Nico, nee. And she does the stupid, obnoxious thing with her hands where it's shaped like a heart. And then she, like, you have no idea what I'm talking about. You've never seen this girl in your life?
No.
Really?
I mean, I've seen
Wow.
her in the group shots.
Oh, well, damn. All right.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah,
this
there
is
you go. That's
this
my
is real
story.
episode 1 stuff, but I decided to get into Love Live as a joke to do this specific podcast.
Yeah. It backfired
About
on
a
you.
month ago. So there's a contrast. Anyway,
Yeah,
we
he
discussed
played himself
episode
really
1
hard.
of season 2 of Love Live Sunshine. Last episode, and I really, really, really hated it, even though I really, really liked most of the first season. But I really liked this new episode. I thought it was
I
really
agree.
good. Episode 2 gets the big ol' stamp of approval, and we're about to tell you why. But what did you think of it?
I would just like to say that my personal favorite part of this episode was that the second years were not there for most of it. And I don't mean that in the way of, oh, I hate the second years, they're terrible. But just the other characters need development so badly. Like when they say, oh yeah, like the third years and first years don't talk a lot, do they? Like,
Yeah.
they say shit all to each other. I'm glad that this finally happened.
And it turns out that they get along super shittily.
Yeah, it's hilarious. It's amazing. Also, I'm happy because there's a lot of Yoshiko and Hanamaru getting along and bonding, and a lot of third year bonding, and I'm just excited about all of that because of my terrible, trash, degenerate shipping heart. So,
I
Take that
really
as you
liked.
will.
I really liked the way it opened. Last time I said that like there were maybe 2 or 3 ways the episode could have opened worse, but this was solid. I like that they set up a real goal for the students, for the club idols, Aqua. That's their name.
yeah. the club of
The club.
idols.
And I like that there's a clear goal now. We have to get 100 students. And I like that they kind of just all go for it. And they're like, yeah, we can totally do that. That's way more achievable than, well, we're fucked. Everything's fucked.
Do you get it, Tyler? They turn the 0 to a 1,
And then
they
a 1
turn the
to a 10, and then a 10 to a
now they're
100,
gonna 10 to
then
100.
100 to 1,000, then 1,000
they're
to
going to be
100,000, 100,000 to 1,000,000, and then Aqua rules the fucking world. Sorry, I got
You
off
just
track
described how Love Live got popular. That's just the ascension of Love Live.
there. One day it will rule us, Tyler. One day.
I, for one, accept Chica as our Lord and Savior.
Welcome to the Temple of Chica.
I mean,
You ever
Temple
think
of
about how
Hanmaru
we have
exists.
something in common with Nicolas Cage's son?
No, I don't usually think about that.
Did
Please
you
explain.
hear? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I have zero fucking clue what you're talking about.
Oh,
I'm very
okay.
confused.
Nicolas Cage's son is a fan of Love Live.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
It's funny because people who are into Love Live, it might be Idolmaster. I might be showing my balls on stream here, but I'm pretty sure it's Love Live. Anyway,
I feel like I vaguely heard about that.
yeah.
Maybe.
Nicolas Cage's son is a fan of Love Live. Enough of a fan that he went to go to one of the big premieres.
Yes. Oh, okay. I did see that. Someone took a photo with him.
Yeah, and Love Live kids were like taking pictures with Nicolas Cage going, "Oh my god, what the fuck?" And it's because his son was there.
Oh my god.
And his son looks like an undead, like he's super goth. It's incredible.
Oh my god. Somehow I just expected that.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I'm going to the Happy Party Train live screening this weekend with our group.
Can you remind me and the audience what that is?
My group or the premiere thing?
Both.
Okay, so I'll be going to the Happy Party Train live screening this weekend, which is happening at a very specific theater where I live. Very exciting stuff. They're finally having a showing here. And what it is basically just I believe the Happy Party Train tour for Aqua. The voice actors are going to be performing, and they're doing a screening at a local theater. And there's no subtitles. It's gonna be a great time. I'm going with my cosplay group, cosplay/dance group, plus Chips, shameless self-promotion. We have an Instagram. Please follow us. We're very lonely.
What's the Instagram, Hannah?
It is @symbol plus chip MTL. Wowza.
Linked in the description.
Linked in the description.
Shut up, phone. Shut up, phone. Sorry.
Yelling over it's not gonna fix it. It's not gonna make it stop.
Yeah.
There
I
you go.
will
There's
not be going. I
Coward.
will be getting drunk at home instead, which is just as good.
I mean, it's fair actually. I'll probably be in cosplay, so fuck.
Well,
Damn.
lay pictures.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. And Chica procrastinating on her, just to get back to the actual
Yes,
episode.
please do.
Chica procrastinating on her lyrics is something that, like, it gets me where I live. I've been there.
Mood, honestly.
Especially with
same.
all the people going, "Hey, Chica, when?" And Chica's just like, "Yeah, I'm working on it." Meanwhile, cut to, like, that SpongeBob, all he's written is the really ornately, except in Chica's case, it's just the word shine, but in, like, super gothic ornate font.
And like various photos of Rico. Various expressions.
I really liked that gag. I thought that was funny. I liked how the notebook flipped through the little drawings and then onto Rico's face. It was cute. I really liked it.
It was cute. Rico reminds me, you won't know what I'm talking about here because you haven't watched the first season, but Rico reminds me a lot of a less stoic Umi, because Umi kind of plays the role in the first season of the getting Honoka on track, making sure she does her shit, but she does it in a much harsher way that kind of makes her a little bit more unlikable, in my opinion. She's not one of my best girls. I find she's a little bit too serious, whereas Rico is just that nice balance of kind of fun and happy and energetic, but also like, okay guys, we gotta do stuff now, and keeping Chica in check.
Cannot one of my best girls become, like, the new super dragging insults?
Yes.
Like,
Yes, it can.
that's the
I'm
new
sorry,
calling
you're just
someone a
not
bitch.
one of
You
my
are
best
not one of my
girls.
best girls.
I'm sorry, you're just like one of my worst girls. Like, hate to break it to you, but that's just how it be. Oh god, I really,
Yeah.
I'm taking a sip from my wine.
One thing I noticed is that in the last episode, I said, like, I want the characters to have more qualities, but it would be kind of weird and dumb if, like, Yoshiko came on and said, "Actually, I'm great at table tennis." And then in this episode, Ruby comes on and says, "Actually, I'm super good at sewing."
Let me talk about that for a minute. I'm very excited because when the Aqua characters were first revealed back in the magazine, before the anime, before they were introduced in the game, all of their character bios, like for Ruby specifically, was saying like her specialty is sewing. She's good at sewing. And then it was not in the game. and it was never in the first season. And people were like, well, where the fuck is her character? She's supposed to be good at sewing. It's never once mentioned. That's kind of a useful thing. And they finally brought it back, just like Mari's penchant for industrial metal is finally brought in, and I'm really excited.
Oh my god. Let's headbang. Let's mosh.
Let's mosh! I love her. I love my daughter.
Yes.
I love how
was
Kanan
so
and Dai are just
happy.
on board. They're like, yeah, this is pretty funky.
No, let's headbang,
No?
let's mosh. Like, that freed my soul.
Same. Same. Oh god, I love her so much.
Anyway, so the main thing in this episode is them realizing that they were basically getting 3 of their members to do pretty much everything except dancing. And then, like, wait, no, there's 9 of us. The other 6 should probably do things too.
That would be smart. How about we split up the work properly?
Yeah.
That sounds like nothing could go wrong. 20 minutes left, bish, let's go.
Yeah.
What could go wrong?
Splitting up the work, you mad fool! Clearly we have to leave everything to 3 people instead of 9.
Obviously, then there's less room for error.
Yeah.
Less room for hubris.
But then they kind of say, like, and then we'll compete to see whose song is the best. And I'm like, no! You're a group, don't do that.
I love the idea of, who was it? Was it Daya? Or it was one of the third years that was like, yeah, don't worry. Like, you guys can work on the song for the open house. We'll work on the one for the big kids. We'll work on the one for adults. You guys have fun in your little Super Weenie Hut Junior playpen. We'll do the real work. I was like, shit, man, I'd be so offended if someone said that to me. But
Weenie
she was
Hut
just like,
Love Live.
Yeah, great idea.
God.
Be like, I am capable.
Did you
of
catch
things.
Watashi wa no problem?
Yes.
I actually
Also,
put
Mari's
that down
just,
as a note
"What?"
all by itself. Watashi wa no problem.
Also, Mari's just, what?
Yeah.
Her little...
That's the least English thing I've ever heard her say. Is just, it didn't sound like English. It just sounded like someone saying, what?
What?
In perfect fluent English. I liked it a lot. Also, let's
My
together.
personal favorite. Let's together, yes. Let's positive thinking, guys.
Oh, I love Mari so much.
I can't believe Mari was just Maya all along. Let's positive thinking. Her.
So yeah, the group splits up. The second years really kind of just don't feature. Like, they kind of flash back to them every now and again just to show them not doing anything.
It's pretty great.
And then
Also
we
very
focus on the
relatable.
first and third years, which is great because that's where all my favorite characters are.
Sam.
And the first and third years go to Mari's house, and it's the first time we see it. And she just lives in a hotel. Not literally,
Mari has a
but
statue
basically.
of herself. Mari has a statue of herself, and I feel like that's worth pointing out.
I didn't notice that.
She has a statue of herself made of, like, bronze. It has the hair curl and everything.
Oh my god.
It's the first thing you see when they go to her house.
What the fuck?
And it just like, oh, 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 oh.
How did she explain that?
She
She
didn't.
just didn't, I guess. They were too
was
afraid
just
to
never
ask. They
explained.
just burst into flame immediately.
Haunted, cursed statue.
God. Comes alive. 50-foot tall Mario.
Oh, God. Cursed Mari. Oh, God. Hello, garage door.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I heard that too. Oh, God.
It's like you with the phone. Sorry about that.
Yeah, so Mari's place is great, and they end up like, yay, we're gonna do tons of work. And then Mari's like, yes, we are. By the way, here's all the video games in the world, cake, tea, movies.
Yep.
And they just
Welcome
end up
to
doing fuck
paradise.
all, and Daya's like, we can't be here. Time to go to our family shack. And then they do.
The shack.
The shack.
The shack.
And that's where
I love
Yoshiko and
Shaquille
Hanamaru discuss nihilism for a bit.
That was my favorite sequence. Just being like, nothingness. They don't understand nothingness. That's their problem.
Is there more to it that I'm missing? Like, Hanamaru doesn't seem like the kind of person who would bring up the merits of nothingness. Is there just something I don't get?
Because it's, from my understanding, it's kind of her background as being raised Buddhist and in a temple. So
Okay.
there's that kind of aspect to it.
So
And
she
then
sees
Yohane
it as, like,
obviously is
a-
just like,
Sorry.
Zen state? I'm not sure. I'm not familiar enough, so I don't want to make a comment that makes me sound like a goddamn idiot. But
So I'd rather mumble Zen state? Question mark.
yeah, exactly. Zen state? Question mark. Anyway, Zuda.
Yeah, and so I guess Hanamaru's into it for like a religious reason, and Yoshiko's into it just because it sounds cool. Like, nothingness.
Exactly.
Um,
Get out, mom. I'm fucking playing Minecraft.
Yeah. So, and then Mari comes out and says that she's been working on a song, and it's labeled Music 01 on her phone, and I was so excited, and it paid off because it's progressive metal, right? It
Yes,
sounded like hard
industrial
rock to me,
metal. Well, quote unquote industrial metal is apparently her favorite genre. I am so excited by the fact that the thumbnail on her song was just a selfie of her doing a peace sign with like her tongue out doing the blip. Like that was the default photo for the fucking thing.
You know what would convince me to get the Love Live game if they released like a whole Kiss set? Like,
Oh man, they should. Okay, listen. You didn't watch the original series, right?
no.
Okay, they did that. Legit Kiss set.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because their whole thing, they're like, we need to branch out. We need to do other genres because people are starting to find us boring. And they're like, okay, but what if we do this? And they just show up wearing Kiss uniforms. And the principal's like, you can't do that.
We need to start doing hard drugs and fucking everything.
Like, y'all need an intervention. And they're like, guess it didn't work. And they're sitting in the principal's office still in their Kiss uniforms trying to explain themselves. Like,
Our next song is about blowjobs, girls. Let's do this.
let's do it. But then, like, they still haven't released cards for that yet. And I'm still very bitter. Like, I'm hoping that one day they do because the Kiss set is really funny to me.
Yeah. I
did
mean,
one
I'd
for
do
the-
like, or just something like inspired by hard rock, metal kind of thing would be cool for
again,
me.
you don't know a lot of the subunit stuff because you're very new to this. But the subunit with, like, I talked about it briefly, but Yohane, Riko, and Mari have a subunit called Guilty Kiss. And they have two songs that are very, like, hard rock.
Doesn't
And it's very good.
doesn't Yoshiko apparently not like loud music though? Apparently, like,
Yeah, so I'm just going to assume that Mari composed all the music for Guilty Kiss. Mari and Riko just had full control, and Yohane was just like, I guess this is life now.
So while they're playing, while she's playing her music, Mari actually does say, "Let's headbang, let's mosh."
In English. It's beautiful.
Oh god. And then they cut over to the second years. And Shika, I swear to God, basically says, "Okay guys, I've written one word. It's shine."
Just to tab back to what we said last time, but like all she knows is fucking shining. Kageyaki Tai comes this time, be like, I've written one word.
I've written one word, it's shine.
Kageyaki Tai.
And then they just cut back to the first and third years.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I
And
really
I
appreciated
thought
the
this
sisters
episode
being,
was going to be them making the subgroups. Like
Yeah, same.
I thought that's where they were going, but
Because they did that in the first series.
what?
Where they split up the work and ended up being the subunits. So I was surprised that they ended up doing it by year this time. Which is good. I really appreciated the sisters running damage control.
Yeah, because that's kind of how it goes when there's like a family unit in a friend group. They kind
Yeah.
of team up and become like the ultimate person.
They form together like a giant robot.
Form family
amazing.
Voltron.
Oh god, never say that to me ever again.
Voltron's good. Shut up.
That's for another podcast.
The great Voltron debate.
It's fucking bad.
Shut up. Okay, you're right. Another podcast. Okay, so at some point, the Dia realizes that they're not getting any work done, and so her conclusion is that they go to take a bath.
No, they play volleyball first.
Oh,
and then they go read books, and
right.
Hanamaru reads some Dazai, and everyone hates her for it.
Yeah, well, I kind of like that because it shows how they were mainly thinking, oh, this is how I get productive.
Yeah.
And so that must be how everyone gets productive. If we play enough volleyball, then we will be school idols.
Exactly, that's how that works, right?
Then Hanamaru's like, no, you idiot. That's so stupid. I can't believe how dumb you are. Clearly,
Oh my
we need to
God.
read enough books.
You don't have a high enough IQ to understand school idols. pushing up
We need to
glasses.
get smarter, you dumb fuck.
Mari's basically illiterate, so like, did you see her? She was like reading a book on guitars and passed out.
God. Basically illiterate.
Like, same though.
Hey, is it just me, or did Kanan, like, become 5 years younger when she joined the idol group?
A little bit. I think she just became less stoic about it because she was kind of beating around the bush the whole time. And now
You
she's
say
like loosening
stoic.
up a bit.
Stoic. You say stoic.
Shut up, stoic. Whatever. Are you gonna make fun of the way I say things every podcast? Because it's gonna get old so fast.
I don't know. You really encapsulate what it means to me
Shut
to say
the
words
fuck
funny.
up. I meant to say captivate and enrapture, and it turned into one word of pure terror that I got subtweeted so many times.
Hey, it pleased my ear vision, so...
Oh my god! Oh, just die.
Yeah. So, in Kanan's volleyball suggestion, Yoshiko gets hit in the face. So that's funny. And then in Hanamaru's book suggestion, Mari and Kanan are bored as fuck. And so Daya's like, hey, let's go take a bath. That'll make us productive.
Exactly.
And I was so
Nothing
sure that
like-
this was going to be like the fan service thing, but no.
Can we talk about Ruby with her head under like the weird snake thing, just being like, "This is the best,"
Yeah.
just like
I don't know.
absorbing the water.
This anime handled girls being drenched in milk a lot more tastefully than another anime might.
Yeah, the lotion bottle gag
Yeah.
was quite funny.
That was funny. It's a trick that a lot of anime uses, that they just kind of objects in the foreground
Yeah.
are put in front to mask.
Evangelion comes to mind. Evangelion comes to mind with the beer cans
Oh yeah, and the straw.
and the penguin and the straw. Yes.
So that's a pretty classic gag, and I think they handled it pretty well. There's nothing too complicated about it, but as you can see in our thumbnail, it's nice and well composed, and it's pleasant to look at, and Hanamaru's cute.
Nice use of negative space. Yes.
Yes.
There's a
Yes,
very,
indeed.
Rule of thirds is applied. Yes.
That's all of my art
tasteful
reviews.
composition.
Nice use of negative space. Rule of thirds. Yes.
Same. That's where I stopped my art training. At a 3rd grade level.
God. Anyway,
Oh, okay.
so yeah, a lot of this episode was pretty impressive.
I liked the temple scene.
Yeah, the temple scene was really nice. It was kind of just fun. They're in a scary place. Also, one thing I wanted to mention: I don't speak the Japanese, and so usually I have a bit of trouble interpreting seiyuu performances as anything but like serviceable. Like, I just don't have enough knowledge of the nuances of the language to be like, that's a good performance.
Yeah.
But I thought Hanamaru's seiyuu did a really good job when she was like speaking low and trying to be scary.
I agree. A fun thing about Hanamaru Seiyu is that prior to being Hanamaru Seiyu, she did a lot of Love Live covers
Oh, really?
online. And posting Love Live covers. She was quite a famous cover artist who was then scouted to play Hanamaru.
Wow, that's really
so it's
cool.
interesting. Yeah.
And,
I really like Hanamaru Seiyu. She's super cute, super sweet.
Yeah. So they go in. It's raining. It's lightning. So they go to this temple that Hanamaru has access to, and they just kind of hang out. And it's dark and it's scary. And apparently Kanan is afraid of the dark, which is cute, especially for such a mature character. I like
A stoic character.
stoic,
Stoic.
stoic the vast.
That movie made me sad.
Of course, it made you sad. It was a sad movie.
It was a sad movie. Damn you.
Don't cry, you a fake.
Honestly, though, like the second one.
Oh,
Second one.
God.
Right in the heart. I saw it
Oh.
twice, cried both times. No shame.
Of course.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
DreamWorks is better than people give it credit for. Anyway,
That's another podcast for another time.
so once they get to the temple, they're all kind of really bummed out because they're like, oh, we hate each other, apparently. We can't
That's a
agree on
sad
anything,
realization.
and I want to strangle Mari.
I mean, that was also season 1, though. It's
Yes.
joke.
And so they kind of just are cute in the temple, but then the roof starts to leak, and they're like, oh, fuck! Why is this only happening now? Shouldn't this be a consistent problem that the temple always has to be guarded against and not something that just happens tonight and never has to be addressed again? I guess we should help. And so they all get bowls and they cooperate and they're like, I need a bowl. Can you get me a bowl? And they work together. And I kind of thought it was a little lame at first. Like, oh, cool. They're working together. But then when all the bowls are arranged and the water's falling into them, they start making like this soft, vague melody. And as the girls realize what they did and they're realizing that there is a melody, the melody comes together to become a more complex song. And just the look of realization on the girls' faces is great. Like, we actually can do this. We just have to work together and not get so wrapped up in what we want to do and our way of doing things. And it's all overlaid with this nice, simple song that they created together with their teamwork. And it's sweet. I liked it a lot.
It's sweet and it's cheesy, but in a very good way, in my opinion. I really liked it.
Yeah.
Made my heart smile.
And then
That's
we
what
cut
counts.
to the second years again.
Fucking Christ.
And Chica's on the roof. And Rico and Yo are like, what the fuck are you doing up there? And she's just looking directly at the sun. Going, guys, what about the word shining?
Listen, she's trying her best. She's the second least literate in the group.
I only just realized how ridiculous that sounds when I had to say it out loud. Chica's on the roof staring at the sun.
She's watching the eclipse. God.
And that's basically how the episode ends, except there's a dark ending, sort of, because we see that Mari is getting a call.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. What do you
Another
think that
phone
call could be
call.
for?
I am really hoping Mari gets sent to America. I'm still hoping that's a plot line where she's
we
like,
never
oh,
see
no!
her again.
She brings her statue with her, nothing else. Just the statue.
She sends the
her
statue in
private
her
jet.
place, and they're like, I can't believe Mari's gone. And then she just like is painted gold and steps down from the fountain.
Surprise! You're just like, oh.
And then there's a whole spin-off about her being a secret agent.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So I really liked this episode, and it defied all my expectations. Honestly, I was kind of dreading watching it, but it was great. I really, really liked it. I thought it was a good way of showcasing the other characters without just boiling them down to their most base Zura, Yohane.
Wooby what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
components, and it was just a very pleasant watch, and it's making me more excited to actually keep watching this, even without the podcast. Like, I think I'd just keep up with it either way. I mean,
Agreed.
if you
You're
want
in
one of
the
my
cell
dark
now.
secrets, do you want to know what I watched all of?
Oh no. Oh no, what?
Chunibyo.
Ooh!
Yep,
Lethal hit to the heart.
I watched all of it.
Oh man.
Haven't watched
Damn.
the movie yet,
Yet.
but I will.
Yet.
It's gonna happen. It
Jeez.
has to.
It's okay. I have bad taste too.
Yeah. So how would you recap the episode? Give us your thoughts. I can't be the only one who talks.
Excuse me, I never shut up. My thoughts on the episode, I really enjoyed it. I didn't, as much as I didn't like the first episode, I'm a bit more lenient because I watched the first series, and I find that the first episodes of every season of every series so far has been one of the weakest. Like, they have a really big issue, I find, with exposition and really getting the ball rolling. But once, like, episode 2, episode 3, I have a feeling it's going to be getting better. I hope the ending wasn't as bad as the season 1 ending.
Oh God.
I'll be really disappointed. But so far, it's looking really promising. I'm excited to see what songs they come up with.
Yeah, I just hope that they don't just do season 1 again.
Yeah.
Like, I hope it's not go to a competition. Well, we didn't do that well, but we're going to do better in the future. And then 2 or 3 episodes of nonsense and then go to a competition. Well, we didn't do that well, but we're doing better in the future.
It might be a lot of that, but I think maybe they'll handle it more tastefully. I don't know. Maybe in a more exciting way.
Well, it was handled very tastefully in season 1. Like I said in the previous episode, the way they handled getting a 0 was great. It made a lot of sense, and it handled failure in a very smart, very nuanced way. But if they just keep doing that like they did with episode 1, it's gonna get old. And
I'm wondering if they're gonna follow in the first series footsteps with Muse, where what happened in season 2 is there ended up being like this big. Was it season 1 or season 2? I don't remember, but I think it started off with Honoka being extremely discouraged by like one of their performances. She had worked herself to the bone. She was super sick, and then on stage she collapsed and felt like she was bringing everyone down by collapsing, and she's a failure of an idol. So she's like, guys, I'm just gonna quit. And everyone in the group is like, you're a goddamn idiot. We did not follow all this way for nothing. You're not quitting. What's wrong with you? Why are you destroying all of our dreams along with yours just because you feel inadequate? And it's a few episodes of basically the group trying to get itself back together because, like, one of the characters, Nico, really resents Honoka for being selfish. Like, Umi slaps her in the face. It's pretty intense. So I'm wondering if they're going to go down that route and there really is conflict, not like beyond we have different interests, but more legitimate conflict based on, are we going to continue being idols or not?
Yeah. Well,
that'd be interesting.
I think the people writing this are pretty competent in a way that not a lot of other animes are. I'm watching Black Clover right now, or I've given it the 3-episode test at least, and it's, oh my god, Hannah, it's so bad.
Is it? I didn't even try.
It's so bad. The main they got a fresh voice actor to play the main character, and he is so fucking annoying.
Oh.
He's so annoying. It's almost
send me the
impressive.
Link to the VA once we're done.
What?
I want to know who it is. Send me the link to the VA once we're done. I want to know who it is.
Oh god, he's the worst.
Is it English or Japanese?
The dub's not out yet.
Okay,
the
so you're watching it in Japanese?
Okay. It makes my head explode like in Scanners. It's absurd. I'll try and splice that into the video, the Scanners clip. Just.
Oh my god.
And yeah, it's awful.
Good to know. I'll avoid
this
it.
is a much better show.
Damn.
I do need to start watching the new season of Shokugeki no Soma though. Food Wars.
Yeah, I've been meaning to watch the first season, never got around to it.
It's pretty good as long as you don't mind much fan service.
I'm prepared for it. I'm going to be mentally prepared going in, I think. I'm going to have to really cleanse my brain for a bit.
Do you have friends that are pushing you to watching it, or is it just something
thought you were
going to
say, do you have friends? And I was just like, no.
Shut up! You're literally in a group of friends.
What? Suddenly, I don't have ears.
God.
I don't speak Japanese.
Shut up, Mari. I said that out loud when she said that in the first episode.
Oh, I love her. I love my daughter. My extra daughter.
God. So yeah, that's our recap, the episode.
Our recap.
Our recap of the week.
Our recap of the week.
God. I hate myself and you in equal measure.
Concept. We do the next podcast entirely in Owo text.
Oh God, no.
Welcome to a podcast.
Welcome to Love Why Would
Love
Die
Why Would Die Hard.
God.
No! I feel ready.
Anyway, if you liked this video and you got all the way through, please like, comment, and subscribe. I mean it. I hate to use the YouTubeism, but it would actually help out a lot.
Please, we're starving.
If one view equals one scrap of bread, one like equals one loaf of bread, one comment equals 2 loaves of bread.
And then we can afford to feed our vast family of possums.
God. Anyway, I am Tyler, the slimy man badger.
I'm Hannah, a piece of garbage. Sentient glow stick.
And we will be back in around a week, probably a little sooner, with the recap of the third episode and discussion points, and it'll be a great podcast. You should come see it, I promise.
Wowza, I'll probably have the art done by then too.
Cool. Yeah, I asked Hannah to come up with some art for this show, and it's not done yet, is it, Hannah?
I'm Chica with the lyrics.
I've written the word shine, Tyler. Is that good?
Like, I've drawn some beady-eyed little men, and that's about it. Which is, I mean, it's basically accurate, right?
Yeah. Anyway,
That's what we are.
like, comment, and subscribe. We're going to peace out now. Goodbye.
Goodbye!